The goal of aggression is to dominate, intimidate. Basically, aggression wants you to win at any cost. At all costs, I'm going to win this battle. Assertiveness says, look, I'm gonna get what's going on inside of me out on the table, but I'm gonna do it in a clear, direct, open, honest way, and I refuse to do it at the expense of your dignity. Nothing is more destructive in a marriage than unrestrained anger. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about some of the myths we believe about anger that are really messing up many marriages in our culture. So let's start with myth number one. Anger is inherited. How many of you have heard that? Anger is inherited. I've heard that my whole life. Things like, well, my daddy was angry and my grandpappy was angry and I'm angry, and we just do these things because that's in me and that's in my blood. I'm here to tell you that the way people express anger is not inherited. The way people express anger is based on their learning and on things that they have been exposed to in multiple environments across time. So if you are hanging on to the idea that you're angry because you were born with that propensity, you've got to allow yourself to just release that and recognize you can learn new ways to deal with your anger. Myth number two is anger automatically leads to aggression. The only way to express anger is if I get aggressive. The truth is, there are other much more constructive ways that you can express anger. Anger management includes things like assertiveness training, which we're going to talk about in just a second, changing your negative or hostile self-talk, what you talk to yourself about when you're angry, challenging those irrational beliefs that you have when you're angry, things like, if I don't get my aggression out, then I'm weak, or if I don't really just pound someone emotionally or verbally, then I'm going to be vulnerable and I'm going to get hurt. Just not true. Myth number three, you must be aggressive to get what you want. Well, many people confuse assertiveness with aggressiveness, and assertiveness is very different from being aggressive. The goal of aggression is to dominate, intimidate. Basically, aggression wants you to win at any cost. At all costs, I'm going to win this battle. Assertiveness says, look, I'm going to get what's going on inside of me out on the table, but I'm going to do it in a clear, direct, open, honest way, and I refuse to do it at the expense of your dignity. I'm not going to get my point across if I have to do it in such a way that you're degraded as a human being. So, expressing yourself in an assertive way is probably one of the most important pieces of the puzzle that you can implement if you want to handle anger appropriately and effectively. And the fourth myth is venting anger is always desirable. Have you heard that? My field taught that for many years. Many years, psychologists said, if you're angry, vent, find places to just go. Psychologists used to have little pillows, and they would take marital couples and they would let them hit each other with the pillows, thinking that would help them feel better, when the truth is, studies have found that people who vent their anger aggressively simply get better at being angry. That's all it does for you. So venting anger in an aggressive manner actually reinforces aggressive behavior. It's normal to be angry at certain points in your marriage. We've got to normalize that. What you do with your anger, that's what's important. Don't buy into the myths about anger, and you'll be well on your way to defeating the negative effects that anger could ever have in your marriage.